everyone, this is Lamar with Drawers by Design. In this video, we're going to talk about placing an order and how to place an order. It'll probably be a little bit longer of a video because we're also going to talk about the different features and the different things you can do on the website. So once you've logged in, you've created an account, this is where you'll land at. And here it gives your information that you've set up into your account. Any orders you've placed that have not been paid for, they're under here under outstanding invoices. This is where we'll also come later to pay our invoices. This is where you'll see all your orders, whether paid for or not, past due, all the history. You can go on and you can check if it's under bid or order, verified, in progress, if it's been shipped, or it's when you've had voided. Lots of different options there. Contacts. Once you establish your account, you can come in here and you can create more contacts so everyone can order under their contact information. So this is where you will come to create an order. You can select here, or you can select here underneath the cart. When we create an order, you'll be able to see your history under here. Create the order. If you have the ability to import an order, you can do that here also. So we're going to create an order. So we know our drawer size if we've watched some of our other videos about how to measure for a drawer, but now we need to decide what wood type we're going to do. We're going to give it a name. So here you can select if we want a Baltic birch, and then all the different sizes are under here. A solid wood drawer. If we're going to do a specialty type drawer, so the sink drawers, the corner drawers, and the radius drawers are all considered a specialty type drawer. Here we do the trash can kits, and you can order the two different types of kits that we have here for those. If you're just looking for drawer stock, we keep this around in the 5/8 with the thumbnail top and with the flat east edge top in the Baltic birch pre-finished. So in this particular drawer, we're going to do a Baltic birch drawer, and we're going to do it out of 5/8 material. So the first thing we can do is we can come here and give it a name. Test A. If we have any other further information we want to give about it, any other description, any other notes that we need to see can be on here. This date right here, this will populate with today's date, but when it gets sent over to us, it's going to come through as February 11th. This is the day here that we're actually scheduling to. And it's usually fairly accurate. You are welcome. So if you see us on the 11th, if you need it a couple days before that, you're welcome to select and request that day before whenever it is you need. If it's coming on the 11th, but you don't want it for the week after, you can select that here also. That way it's not taking up room in your shop. Here's where the address and billing information is at. This is what we need, especially if you're going to ship or something that we're delivering to you. Right now we've got this set to will call. If you're someone who's from out of state, this is something you'll want to pay attention to. Once you go through, if you're not in one of our free delivery areas, you can select freightquote.com, and then that will charge you shipping, and you'll be able to see the shipping price right there online right as soon as you fill out the information. If you want FedEx ground, usually once it's over 4 or 5 drawers, the best thing to do is freight quote. FedEx, we generally don't ship much more over 4 or 5 drawers, but it is dependent upon the size. If you're in a local free area, here's where you select the delivery options, free area. If you're in a local delivery area, but you're less than 10 drawers, this is the option, and it charges you a delivery fee from there. So here we've done a pre-finished, or that we're in the Baltic birch, so we can now select the pre-finished, or if we want it to be raw, ready for finish, or if you want us to actually finish it. If you're going to do a different type bottom and we need to mask off the bottom, that's where you would select it here. This is only for 5/8 for a 5/8 type drawer. The bottom material, you can select the different options we have for the Baltic birch here. The bottom placement, there's different options with that. When you select on the picture, it will change and show you what the style is that you're requesting there. Bottom thickness, we do 1/4 inch and 1/2 inch. The top edge, our standard option is the eased edge, which is flat along the top, and then the ends have a slight radius to them. You can have us attach the clips, which is where you'd put that here. Generally, we don't do that, but it is an option. Notch and hole, most common drawer is that we do notch and hole all of them. Engraving, if you have an engraving that you would like us to laser in for you, this is where you would select the location of that. If you have not had us do an engraving for you yet, you need to attach that engraving here or email it to us at drawersbydesign@gmail.com. If you're wanting the drawers to come unassembled, you can select that here, which is RTA, ready to assemble, and then it comes flat packed to you. Most common is even when we ship them, we usually do them assembled. If you have any special notes that you need in here, this is a great place to leave some comments. The height options pricing, this is important. We prefer heights ordered by the whole inch. However, we are able to accommodate any height from 1 to 20 inches and everything in between. Please keep in mind all sizes are rounded to the nearest 32nd, and all heights for pricing only are priced up to the next whole inch. So, for example, if you order 3 1/4, we'll build it at 3 1/4, but it is priced at 4 inch. And if you order at 6 5/8, it will be built at 6 5/8, but it is priced at 7. Order exact sizes only, no cabinet openings. So here's where we refer back to the measure for the drawer video. We do need you to have bought your hardware. You need to already know exactly the size. Whatever information you put here in the sizes is exactly what we're going to build it as. So we can come down here now we'll enter our drawer size. We're going to have one drawer. The height of it we know is 4 inches. And we know here that notching is not available, so we've done something that is not allowed by the system. So notching is not available if we have our bottom at a flush mount, so we need to change that. 1/2 inch up standard. Now we get rid of that. So the height is 4 inches. The width is 23 and 19/32. The depth is 21. Now it's also working at the same time with freightquote.com. We'll turn that off for now, and we'll just leave it to will call. Different options. If you want the front to be scooped, like we saw in some of our options available, we can select yes. Or sometimes you don't want the front scooped, but you want to make sure you have no knots along the front. Here's where you can select that and tell us that you want a clean front, but no scoop. If it's a drawer that you want to have file notched, here's where you can select the different options. We can do combinations of both letter and legal. We can do side to side. We can do front to back. That's where you would select that. If you want us to supply the file bar, you would select here. So here it's telling you that we have to select the file bar. You can't just send file bar without getting it notched. So now we get rid of that. So here we'll get rid of those. We don't need them. Dividers. If we're going to do fixed dividers, front to back, side to side, and here we're going to do adjustable dividers. So if we wanted dividers in that drawer, if they're adjustable, we can select any layout here we want, because we'll just do them and then you can move them as the customer. You can move them anywhere you want. If you wanted fixed dividers and you wanted 4 in there, but you want them done in a certain pattern, that's a great way. At that point, you can make a note in here that you can fax us or email us the layout of how you want the dividers to be. You can also save your changes. Once you save your changes, there is an attachment option. You can then, if you have a layout, you can attach your file layout here, and we will see that on our end when it's reviewed, and we'll know the layout that you have, or you can also email that layout over to us. So we've saved our file. It is only saved as a bid at this point. It has not been ordered. So, but we know exactly how much it's going to cost. We can see if there's the tax that's on it, the total. There's no payments that have been made for it. And that's the invoice. Here's a packing slip for it. So you have, as soon as you've created a bid, you already have a packing slip and an invoice. We can see the order here. Once we go in, we can now, if we want to view our order, this is where it will come to. And so here's our test day, which is the one we just did. We select that, we're right back into it again. If we want to submit that order, we would submit it right here. And then once it's submitted, we can pay for it now with a credit card or a check. We can also pay later. This is where it comes to back on our home page. So if we view them all, here's our orders again. You can see your financial reports. This is where you'd see all your invoicing, payment methods, your options for paying if you've already used a credit card or bank accounts. This is where they will come up, and you'll be able to see those here. Once you get all your different orders in here, if you go and check off, you can check just the ones that are in bid. You can do just the ones that are ordered, which is just the order that we recently placed. It tells you the quantity, the amount of orders, and the status that it's at also. And if you want to add another order, here's a quick link to it. You can also come back up here again and create another order. And that about wraps it up for placing an order. Thanks for watching.